Good morning, children. Today we are going to see about the new chapter in chemistry, that is metals and non-metals. In this class we will see about the physical properties of metals and non-metals. So first we can see what is meant by metals. Metals are the elements, they can conduct heat and electricity. Okay, so what is meant by metals? Metals are the elements, they are good conductor of heat and electricity. Metals are malleable and ductile. So what is the word meaning malleable? Metals can be beaten into thin wire. So metals are called as malleable, and metals are ductile. That means they can be converted into thin sheets. Examples for metals are iron, aluminium, silver, copper, gold, platinum, lead, potassium, sodium, calcium, magnesium, etc. Okay, so what are the examples of metals? Iron, aluminium, silver, copper, gold, platinum, lead, potassium, sodium, calcium and magnesium. Now let us see physical properties of metals. First, physical property of metal means hardness. So what about the hardness of the metal? Most of the metals are hard, okay, except alkali metals. Example for alkali metals are sodium, potassium, lithium. Okay, so these alkali metals are very soft metals. They are not very hard, and these alkali metals can cut by using a knife. Next physical property is strength. Metals are very strong and they have high tensile strength except alkali metals. Okay, so as alkali metals are soft metals, they are not strong. Okay, but most of the metals are strong and they have high tensile strength. Next property is state. We know there are three states of matter. So metals occur in solid state at room temperature except mercury. Okay, so mercury is the only metal which occur in the form of liquid. Okay, but all other metals, they are solid at room temperature. Then sound. Metals can produce a ringing sound. Okay, as they have the property of producing ringing sound, they are called as sonorous. Sonorous means they can produce sound. Okay, and the sound produced by the metals is called as metallic sound. Understood, children? So metals can produce ringing sound, so we can say that they are sonorous in nature, and the sound produced by the metal is called metallic sound. Now, conduction. Metals are good conductors of heat and electricity. Okay, so first itself I have told that metals are good conductors of heat and electricity. Now, malleability. Metals can be beaten into thin wire. Okay, so that is called malleability. Metals can be beaten. So when we are beating the metals, it can be converted into thin wire. Then melting and boiling point. Metals have high melting and high boiling point except alkali metals. As alkali metals are soft metals, they have low melting and low boiling point. Okay, so all other metals, they have high melting and boiling point. Now density. Metals have high density. Then what about the color of metal? Metals are gray in color except gold and copper. Okay, so except gold and copper, all other metals are gray in color. Now we are going to see about non-metals. Non-metals are the elements which do not conduct electricity. They are malleable and ductile. Example, carbon. Example for non-metals: carbon, sulfur, phosphorus, silicon, hydrogen, nitrogen, chlorine, bromine, neon and argon, etc. Okay, so these are some of the examples of non-metals. Now, non-metals, they will form negative ions by gaining electron, so they are called as electronegative elements. Okay, so in order to attain stable electronic configuration, non-metals will gain electron from other atom. So as they are gaining electron from other atom, they form negative ions. Okay, so non-metals are called as electronegative elements. Now let us see briefly about physical properties of non-metals. First thing is about hardness. Most of the metals are not hard, very soft except diamond. Okay, so diamond is hard, so that it is not very soft. Okay, all other non-metals are not hard, they are very soft except diamond. Then luster. So luster means what? The shining property of metals. Okay, non-metals have dull appearance except diamond and iodine. Okay, so non-metals such as diamond and iodine, they have a lustrous property, that is they have a shining property, except the other metals, other non-metals, they have a dull appearance. Now what about the state of non-metals? Non-metals can occur in three states of matter. They are solid, liquid or gaseous state. And sound. Non-metals cannot able to produce sound. Okay, so they are non-sonorous in nature. So already we have seen that metals are sonorous. They can produce sound. So they can produce a metallic sound. Yes. So here non-metals are non-sonorous, that is they do not produce sound. Then what about the conduction of the non-metals? Non-metals are bad conductors of heat and electricity. Okay, so we know metals are good conductors of heat and electricity, isn't it? Here non-metals are bad conductors of heat and electricity. But graphite is one allotropic form of carbon, which is a non-metal, can conduct heat and electricity. Okay, so except graphite, all other non-metals are bad conductors of heat and electricity. Now malleability. So non-metals are brittle. What is mean by brittle? Brittle means non-metals can be easily broken. Then melting and boiling point. Non-metals have low melting and low boiling point. Then density. Non-metals have low density. Then what about the color of non-metals? Non-metals are grey in color except gold and copper. Carbon is the graphite. One of the allotropic form of carbon is graphite, which is a non-metal, can conduct electricity. Then iodine is the non-metal which is having the lustrous property, that is it is having the shining surface. Then One more allotrophic form of carbon is diamond, which is a non-metal, is very hard. And diamond has high melting point and high boiling point. So I hope that you have understand about the physical properties of metals and non-metals. If you have any doubt, you can ask children. Thank you.